All right, welcome back. We continue talking about the Steelers and their loss today. Puts them in 6-4, third in the division. And again, you're trying to win a division so you don't have to play a wild card game on the road, for example. This was a great opportunity missed. Next week it's Cincinnati. So let's talk about the running back spot. Jason Mackey on this one. Jaylen Warren only had 9 touches today. Mike Tomlin said he was okay with that. Should he have been okay with that based on how he's run? If you look at his last 3 games, he's averaging 9 yards a pop.
Absolutely not. Get him more touches. You should be okay with that in no way. If anybody watched him run the ball today, he was your guy. And they talk about hot hand or whatever. That's not what they did. I made the point at the end of the game. 3 consecutive carries or 3 consecutive snaps for Najee Harris. Jaylen Warren should have been on the field. I don't understand. I understand a little bit of rotating it, executing it as a timeshare, but Jaylen Warren needed more time.
Didn't he only have 5 after the big one?
Yeah. I'll give you a situation. It didn't look like a big play at the time because they tied the game, but that 3rd and 22 play to Harris where he got like 16 yards.
Yeah.
If that's Warren, I think he gets the first down.
I think you're right. We were talking about that upstairs as it happened. He would have made the first down. That's what he does. Even on those kind of situations, you dump down to him knowing that, yeah, you may not get it, but with him.
Well, I could tell you this.
So who should?
If one guy, if it was switched, and Najee Harris was from Utah State and had 8 touchdowns at Utah State and then played a year at Oklahoma State, then was undrafted, and that was Najee Harris, then Jaylen Warren would be the starter, full-on RB1.
So drafting
status
has everything to do with it.
Pedigree. It is because one guy's a first-round guy, and that's it. That's the only reason why the carries are even close. It's why Artie Burns kept getting shots.
I didn't think
on the corner.
I didn't think Najee Harris had a bad first half. I actually thought at halftime both guys had been used effectively and both had served their purpose.
But once the 74-yard touchdown happened,
right, but as the game switched and Warren asserted himself in the second half, that's when a change
I kind of like it as a
made.
timeshare, frankly. I don't have any problem with that. And if Najee Harris is more effective against Cincinnati, I'd ride Najee Harris. I mean, ride the effective back. But
Warren
the fact that Warren didn't touch the ball after that run,
Warren is the perfect running back to have in the game for that last offensive possession because you can run a draw play or a screen to him or dump it off, and he might take it 20, 30 yards. And then you're in business, and then all of a sudden you've got a 2-minute drill offense going to win the game. So.
Were you surprised, Colin, that they went 3 straight passes, knowing that the options are pretty much in their favor, which is run the clock.
Cleveland had 1 timeout, right?
And they never used it.
They didn't have to because the Steelers used 14 seconds and then punted the football. I thought it was – that's the kind of thing Matt Canada shouldn't have got on the bus to come home. Hey, like he should have been fired on the spot for that. Because you can essentially play for overtime if you want.
Milk the clock.
Just milk it.
It's in your advantage to either win the game or not lose it.
Just go into a tank.
You can't give them the ball back.
I actually think the second down play is what the game boiled down to. Because the first down play, if Johnson actually doesn't have his head up his rear end, he catches that ball. It's right in his hands, and he didn't even look.
But the second down play has a draw or a screen written all over it.
The second down's a bomb, and he's not even on. Kenny's not even on the same page as Johnson. So that's the one you want back. Third down, you're trying to get a first down, but second down, why are you taking a shot so far downfield on second?
Or even if it doesn't have to be the whole time and send it all the way to overtime, but it just can't be 14 seconds and then a bad punt.
Well, that's another thing, which we'll get into next. Special teams did not deliver today as well. And in a game like this, you need them, especially when field position is the #1 thing. We'll talk about it when we come back right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.